an immigrant, my story hasn't been easy. But not just that, only after 2 weeks here and the borders were closed. Hello, hi. I am done doing this video. It's the 4th time that I recorded it. My name is Mariana. Welcome. As you can hear, English is my second language. I'm originally from Argentina. I've been living in Australia for 6 years now. And as an immigrant, my story hasn't been easy. I moved to Australia all by myself. I didn't know anyone. I had only $1,000 in cash. I had a broken English. It was even worse than this English.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to...
But not just that, only after 2 weeks here and the borders were closed. I was working in the desert, completely isolated in a roadhouse. I needed to overcome and adapt many times. I started from scratch and I had no idea what was gonna happen. In this channel, my goal is to condense all of the tools and things that I've learned along the way so I can help you to do the same thing. If you're dealing with anxiety, insecurities, fears, and you want to move forward and adapt faster, this is a channel for you. I will also be sharing my two passions, which are books and traveling. So if you're interested in any of those things, please subscribe. In this first video, I wanted to share the 3 most important things and shifts that I had to do to be able to get here. The first one that I'm gonna explain, I wouldn't not even be in Australia if it's not for this. Be aware of your inner thoughts about yourself. So this was a big one for me. I started back when I was in Argentina and I wrote down every thought that I was having about myself. And I'm not kidding, 90% were horrible stuff. It was really bad. And everyone tells you, oh, but you should be gentle and so positive. Doesn't work. Like, if you have that habit and it's really ingrained in yourself, it's really hard to change it. So what I've done was, first of all, realize of every single one of them and write them down, because for some reason it looks way worse when you are writing them. I was ashamed. I didn't want to write them. It was bad. Then I realized that I would never say that to my friends or my family or my sister. Ever. Why I was telling it to myself didn't make any sense, right? And the last thing that I did, and this was the awakening for me, I wore an elastic band on my wrist for a month. I was snapping it every time I was having a negative thought just to realize that I was doing it, and immediately I would have to say something nice. For example, I think you gained a lot of weight today. What a horrible thing. What have you done? Blah, blah, blah. I would say, snap it, you know? And then after that, okay, and your hair looks amazing today. So every time I was having a really horrible thought, I was adding a new beautiful thing to start to normalize to also say nice things. This cannot be a lie. Like, it has to be something real that you see in yourself that you like. And it can be your skin, it can be the glow up in your eyes, it can be the makeup that you've done. Not that I ever said that to myself, because I cannot. I do not wear makeup. I don't know how to do it. I am trying, I'm learning. Anyway. So that was the first step. Heal yourself with kindness. That's really important. Second, and I think nowadays this one is more important than ever before, stop comparing. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop comparing yourself with other people on social media, especially because you don't even know if it's true. The only person that I see that I can compare myself with is myself from the past. I can only do that because it's unfair and it's not helping at all. So I unfollow people that were making me feel really, really anxious, bringing any positive feelings in myself. And instead, I started following people that I aspire me to become a better version. That's essential. Your energy is a treasure and you need to take care of it so much. Comparing to others drains you and it makes you feel really low. So it's not uplifting energy. I do like the switch from being jealous to getting inspired. Instead of being jealous and in a negative that brings out the negative thoughts in you, just change that, reframe it to getting inspired and find a way to get whatever it is that you were jealous of. For example, if you saw someone that has a really nice body, like, let's be realistic, I'm never going to be 1.80 m. I'm 1.56 m. That's it. So I try to look for people that I admire, that have a great body, but my height. Dreaming about long legs, it's not gonna bring them to me. So I work with what I've got and try to get inspired and move towards it. And that's a healthy thing. You use it as a GPS. Now I pay attention so much to those type of feelings because it's really helpful. The third one is that everything has a price. I don't know if you ever heard the saying that for me was beautiful, that the road to hell looks like heaven and the road to heaven looks like hell. And this really hit home for me. I truly think that making the sacrifices today by cooking healthy and putting some effort on it and buying the best quality of produce that we can and dedicating a little bit of time to organizing that, it's going to give us more freedom and more time in the future because we're gonna rely on the doctors more probably. We're going to have better health. Therefore, we're going to be able to have more freedom to move and express ourselves even in our old age. So it's really important to choose wisely, knowing the price that you're paying. Because it's not the money that you're paying with, it's the long-term consequence that you're going to pay in the long run for that Doritos, McDonald's, and all of those things that are going to clog your arteries. And everyone knows it. It's not that I'm saying anything new, but the consequence, not the money. Think about the consequences that are going to come after every single decision. The tricky part here was that for a period of time, I went to the extreme of making all those sacrifices and then ended up going crazy again. So neither of the extremes are actually helping. You need to find the right balance for you, for your age. I think everything changes, like there are waves, and we need to embrace and flow and listen to ourselves. So that was the third one, to find the right balance. And those were the three main shifts that I've done. If you like content like this one, please hit the subscribe button. I don't know. I will be posting more videos and touch on different aspects, and I'll see what works best and what you are interested in. So let me know in the comments if you would like to know anything about, I don't know, being an immigrant and how we do our budgeting or the best practices. How hard is it to be far away from your family and friends? I will be traveling to Argentina, so I also want to show a little bit of that. I think not many people know actually not even where Argentina is, and it's a really cool country that has beautiful things, and I wanted to share it. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye!